fun here tonight! All right. My volunteer this.
I'm rolling.
All right.
So, what do you guys think of the show?
Well, it was awesome. It was vibrant and loud, and the kids had a blast. They were laughing so hard, and
the parents too. A lot of the parent volunteers always kind of want to come and see what's going on because they can hear all the cheering and the hooting, and I mean, it's just fantastic. It's a great way to wind up one of these events, I think. Yeah. They have a really
fun time. So, can you describe to Hank maybe what Hank does for you guys? Like what, just for someone that may not know about, what he does, can you just sort of describe it?
Well, I guess what he does is take some of these kids who are, fairly confident, and I guess then a couple of kids who aren't that confident, and he turns them into different beings, and it's quite something. Their friends go crazy because, of course, the big, strong football player guy, all of a sudden is making birdie sounds and, and crying because a puppy is, hurt or whatever, and the crowd goes crazy. So it's great. It kind of just gives, I think it shows people a different dimension to these personalities that they think they know.
Yeah.
And also, I think a lot of kids walk in here very skeptical because, they always say, well, you can't hypnotize me, And again, the big football player guy, you can't hypnotize me. And next thing you know, he's rolling on the ground and, doing the hula or whatever, right? So it's just fun. It's just great fun, I guess.
Cool. So would you guys get hypnotized?
Oh,
I can't be hypnotized.
Yeah. I don't know if it would work.
Yeah,
Would you recommend it to other people?
Oh, absolutely.
The show, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think,
sorry,
I was just going to say, and I like the way that Hank he makes local references to whatever show he's in. So he always makes local references to the community here. I've noticed that in a couple of your shows, and I think kids pick up on that too. So I think that's different from some of the other guys that I've seen.
Right.
Yeah, which makes a big difference, I think.
Nice. Hank, do you got anything to throw in there?
Would you recommend Hank Stone over time other hypnotists?
Yeah, I think so.
For sure.
2 years ago, when I did research on trying to find a hypnotist, I watched probably 7 or 8 different videos on different hypnotists. And what I like about Hank is that he really relates to his audience, I think, a little bit better. A lot of hypnotists are like over 65 years old. But, so the kids are really skeptical then when they walk in. And it's a pretty good show, but I think because he's younger and also he knows how to relate to kids, I think that makes the show better. I think they enjoy it probably.
What was the funniest part of the show?
The funniest part of the show?
It was the funny part, wasn't it? I hope.
Well, all of it was funny. That's the thing.
I was just trying to think. I didn't watch, of course I was running around. I didn't get to watch the entire thing. But when you were telling the kids that they were on the beach, and the one girl just immediately was like, yeah, I'm on the beach. She just started playing it up so big. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that part.
Yeah, I don't know. All of it's funny. I can't, when you get them going, like pretending they're in a vehicle or something, and they're going over the bumps, and they're all going over the bumps together, I think that's when the audience realizes, okay, wait a minute, something's going on here, right? As opposed to 1 or 2 kids reacting to whatever it is that you're suggesting. When they're all reacting in unison, then it gets the crowd pretty wild, because they know that something's going on here then, right?
Open-ended.
To someone who doesn't know what hypnotism is.
Yeah. Or say
someone who messes with your mind.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. In a fun way.
In a fun way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody gets hurt. Nobody's, humiliated or anything. I mean, it's just all in good fun. So I think that's the year that my daughter graduated 2 years ago, so some of her friends were hypnotized, and they said there's no way they were going to be hypnotized. And afterwards, hearing a recall from their friends and what they did and what they said, and they were just, I mean, to this day, they still get a big, huge chuckle discussing it because it's so out of character for all of these guys who were hypnotized.
The same year, family friends of ours, their son was hypnotized. And I think, in a way, this is going to sound crazy, but in a way, you sort of boosted his social life in a big way because, you know, he wasn't a super shy kid or anything, but, you know, he was just kind of a little background guy doing his own thing. And he got up in front of all these kids and just did whatever crazy things that you told him to do. And people were like, yeah. And I think it kind of broke him out of his shell a little bit, like just gave him a little cachet. Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that it's not just the obvious personalities that get up on the stage. There's a really good cross-section of personalities, and I think that's probably why you have such a wide range in people buying into it after you've, you know, made the first maybe couple of suggestions, and then some of these kids react in such a surprising way to the audience, and probably to themselves if they could see themselves, that it really gets the audience going.
So me and my father are working on school programs.
Oh, is that right?
We're doing a drinking driving program.
Oh.
And self-confidence, kind of self-esteem boosting.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So do you think schools would be interested in the self-esteem or the stop smoking, stop drinking, drinking and driving programs?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always trying to push social responsibility and doing the right thing. So absolutely.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Cool. Just about out of battery. You want to ask anything else?
Perfect.
Cool.
Excellent.
Do you want to? Can you guys look at the camera and say thank you, thanks Hank Stone, or something like that? Like,
Okay.
Thanks, Hank Stone.